My husband hates my crippled son and wants to hide him in the basement. My 42 husband, 48, of 3 years, and I have a blended family. He has 2 daughters, 17, 10, and I have a daughter, 11, and a son, 14, Ethan. My son has cerebral palsy, but despite being in a wheelchair he is mostly independent, and all but one of his grades in school has been an A or B. My husband is a dentist who started his own practice 2 years ago, and has been growing his social media presence. He wanted to showcase his kids/family as part of it. Since the social media accounts have been gaining traction, there's been a lot of drama. His ex, 47, was angry that her younger daughter was being tagged in posts that listed Botox as part of the services offered. She also said her 10-year-old could not consent to be featured on a public Instagram the way her older sister could. So my younger stepdaughter was erased from my husband's public accounts. Labor Day is coming up and my husband is throwing a party and doing a photo shoot. My husband wanted to showcase us as a blended family, so I assumed it would be all our kids minus his 10-year-old. However, he told me he wasn't crazy about having Ethan at the party. He does suffer from dysarthria, so his speech can be a bit distorted. However, my husband's major concern is that Ethan can be a bit slow with social cues and can talk on and on. He doesn't think Ethan is smart enough to handle a party with us all. He even tried to call him dumb. It's been a bit of an adjustment with regards to my husband and Ethan. Ethan is known as a class clown. Most people think he's funny, but my husband complains he doesn't get the jokes. In addition, while my husband has introduced my daughter to a lot of business associates and on social media, a lot of people don't really know that much about Ethan. My husband said he didn't want a picture with Ethan and people online going, "Wait, who is he?" My husband asked that we send Ethan to his dad's for the party and photo shoot. Instead of bringing Ethan, he tricked Ethan into the basement. He was locking the door when I found him and I asked him what was going on. That's when I heard Ethan. He was yelling at me to let him out. When I went down to him, my husband explained that he didn't want Ethan to come. Ethan was furious. He demanded I say that either both kids are included or none are. I told him I was not going to threaten to not support my husband at his event or photo shoot. It is his party and therefore his choice, and I wasn't going to ruin his wish to have a blended family present/picture. My ex said he thinks I'm in some honeymoon period fog and that he liked my husband at first, but he sees scorn in the way he looks at Ethan. He said, mark his words, and that if I didn't stick up for Ethan, he'd be exerting his own parental rights to the fullest extent going forward with regards to both kids. Am I the a-hole? I wish my husband would invite Ethan, but sometimes two people have trouble getting along, and I think that's what's happening here. My husband has countless patients who are sick or disabled. The word scorn is an insult to his character.